Did not want it to be boring. We really were trying hard to engage people. What we didn't want is someone to start the video, see an academic talking, and immediately get their phone out and start scrolling.
What was nice is that when my friends saw that video, my phone literally blew up with messages: don't use Google, don't use Wikipedia, don't use SparkNotes. Everybody just repeating those things. So, I mean, they were kind of like having a laugh about it because obviously they didn't know either. I didn't tell them. So they were like, hey, you had a video. But it was nice to see that whilst they were doing that, they got the message and that message stuck with them like it was intended to do.
I mean, your idea of the 13 reasons why kind of shooting the different aspects came, was just genius, frankly. And I think that's where that's where like, where like student input and student backgrounds came in, it was really important at that point.
The stylistic point was good. I agree. It really helps with memory to some extent because it makes it a memorable video instead of just like a two people sat at a desk sort of video. But also, I'll go two ways with this actually. One of the videos is set like a vlog format, and then the other one, so the picking up one, and then the other one obviously is the 13 reasons why I shot. Now, these are things that people our age are going to pick up on, not necessarily people academics, or maybe if like a parent watched it, they'd watch it simply for the fact. But when you have someone necessarily picking up a camera, they might think of their favorite YouTube vlogger and be like, actually, I've seen that before. That's quite cool. These guys are able to make this sort of video as well. It's not this person who's got X million subscribers on YouTube. We can actually do it as well.
That's why it had to be student generated in every sense. So from the production of ideas to the acting out, it would feel wrong for us to have been given a script by an academic on how to do all of this. And because it came from us, it felt quite natural and quite original to then go on camera and just be ourselves and talk about what we were passionate about and our experiences and what we'd learned.
That's a good one because people might watch the videos and be like, oh, well, I'm not really cut out as an actor and these guys all seem really comfortable on camera, or they must have scripted this really, really well. In reality, we didn't do that. We all sort of arrived, don't even notice the camera's there, are having a conversation, and then are generating ideas straight off and then sort of improvising, and that's when we created our best work.
And then obviously you've got that sound bite that's going on, don't use Google, that sort of ties it all quite nicely together. So people, at least my friends, found it memorable, and they've actually using a couple of the tips from it, which is what we wanted.
So it does generate conversation. So like someone asked me, there's the jokes obviously in don't use Google. Yeah. Someone went, well, all I use is Google, and I went, why do you think we made the video? Watch it again. And then she was like, all right, I'll watch it again. We didn't necessarily have one of these videos, and I think it's good not necessarily to give like an objective didactic, this is how all of you freshers should do English. Even if they get to their first essay and they're feeling a bit lost and they think back and go, actually, hold on, I watched this video and I remember there's one little thing from it and it makes them smile, it makes them feel a bit more comfortable. That will still generate a better essay than them being daunted and doing it all night and then handing it in and feeling a little off when their result isn't as great.
The videos were the way they were. So the first one was kind of trying to give that process of a journey, and we had that one long shot and all the different stages that you might feel when you're beginning. But then the second one, we debated how to research for so long and exactly what the process should look like, and we realized we couldn't, which was why it had to be fragmented and why it had to be like tips based, because we just couldn't do it otherwise. I think the biggest thing that we were tackling was the fact that there is no set structure for any single undergraduate to follow when they're doing anything, because then the questions are flexible, the modules are flexible, and we needed to bring that out within the videos and kind of draw them away from maybe an A-level set structure into a more open-ended degree and have them feel comfortable with that.
I think it also helped because obviously these people are coming in as individuals, and in fact throughout your whole degree you're thinking of my degree, my coursework, my modules, that sort of stuff. But it goes back to what you were saying, Lewis, about asking your friends and stuff like that. I think we addressed it in such a way that we were speaking to the individual and also to a group at the same time, in the sense that they were aware that it's going to be about their own degree, but they know that they have so many different ways of going about it. It's such an open-ended thing, and in fact it's so open-ended you can't get all those things in. You might not think of them all, so it kind of just gave them a nice overview of the options available and how they should go about pursuing them.
One of the big things for me is I wish I would have had these videos when I was in my first year, and the place I was at the end of my first year was not where I was at the beginning, and all the things and all the discussions that we had, the reassurance that I think the videos brought and that me being involved in the project brought about academic research, I didn't have in first year, like right at the beginning. And to kind of go through the process gave me that reassurance, but also gave my degree a certain amount of meaning, because I knew that the skills I'd built up through my first year, through like long slogs and, you know, hard work and a lot of kind of anxiety about it all, I could then kind of give my perspective and give my endpoint and give everything I'd learned, so that slog wasn't just for me, but it was for everybody else. I'm really pleased that those videos are rolled out. I'm really pleased that, you know, they were played in my intro to second year, they were played in the freshers, to the freshers in their first year introduction. They'll all get to see that, and they'll probably have a better idea of, okay, here's how to get the ball rolling than I did. I didn't have that, and I'm really pleased that they have that.